This woman only ate a small dessert, yet suddenly began coughing up blood. As she endured the pain and pulled shards of glass from her mouth, she immediately realized her mother-in-law had done it on purpose. Just then her husband's worried voice came from outside the door. Xiao Shui quickly cleaned herself up and played along, pretending to feel unwell and shyly suggesting she might be pregnant. The news struck Lisa like a bolt from the blue. She was instantly furious, but when she saw the provocative look in Xiaoshui's eyes, a new idea immediately formed in her mind: to expose her daughter-in-law's fake pregnancy on the spot. She quickly called to arrange a doctor's appointment, planning to take her daughter-in-law for a pregnancy test immediately. This completely caught Xiao Shui off guard. During the ride she desperately tried to think of a solution, and secretly sought help from her adoptive mother. Luckily her adoptive mother had connections at the hospital, and promised to send a cleaner to switch the test sample. Only then did Xiao Shui finally feel relieved. However, Lisa had already seen through her little scheme. To ensure the test result was real, Lisa personally waited outside the door. Unable to keep pretending, Xiao Shui finally admitted she was not pregnant. At worst her husband would simply be disappointed for nothing. But while waiting for the results, Xiao Shui was still extremely nervous, until the doctor announced that she really was pregnant. Faced with this unexpected result, her initial shock instantly turned into despair. Accidentally carrying the bloodline of her enemy made her feel she had betrayed her wrongfully killed mother. Meanwhile Akun thought his wife was simply overwhelmed with emotion, and gently pulled her into his arms to comfort her. When Xiao Shui returned to the mansion with empty eyes, she saw the large tree pressing above where her mother was buried, and memories instantly filled her eyes with tears. She no longer knew what to do next. At that moment the old butler suddenly appeared, suspiciously asking what she was doing there. Xiao Shui could only change the subject and praise the garden, while asking why such a huge garden was maintained by only one person. Unexpectedly the man revealed an eerie smile, and said each tree had different fertilizer beneath it. After thinking about the meaning of those words, Xiao Shui suddenly felt chills all over her body. She realized the garden was actually a graveyard, used to dispose of brutally murdered people, whose bodies could not be discarded elsewhere. Afterwards she went to find her adoptive mother, planning to figure out a way to obtain evidence of her mother-in-law's crimes. But unexpectedly Lisa ordered people to clean the garden overnight, because earlier that day she had argued with several partners over the sudden increase in smuggling protection fees. Unexpectedly the police officer among them threatened her using the bodies buried in her garden, which made Lisa become deeply anxious. So she ordered all the so-called fertilizer moved away overnight, and destroyed all transaction records on the computer, not realizing all her actions were being secretly watched by Xiao Shui. To make the excavation proceed smoothly, Lisa deliberately offered her son overseas property as a gift, planning to send both him and his troublesome wife away. But Xiao Shui already knew the real reason and naturally refused to cooperate, using pregnancy and caring for her adoptive mother as excuses to stay. She also requested that the maid leave together with them. However, what she never expected was that these few words would cause the maid to suffer severe punishment.